right, let's talk a little bit about how arithmetic works with ints and doubles. Now, with doubles, math works about how you would expect. If you add two doubles together, you're going to get a double. If you add an int and a double, the result is also going to be a double. Even if it's something, this should be 11, I just realized, but if we add these together and it adds to something that looks like it should be an int, doesn't matter. It's still going to say 11.0 whenever you print it out or whatever you do with it. It's going to still store that as a double. So any sort of double arithmetic that you do, it's going to spit out doubles. Now, ints, it's going to be, and even if it's matched in, again, with an int, you're going to wind up with a double. Now, if you're only dealing with ints, though, okay, if you add two ints, you get an int. If you subtract two ints, you get an int. When you multiply two ints, you get an int. But when you divide two ints, you also get an int. Which at first you go, oh, sure. And then you realize, wait, 5 divided by 2 returns 2. Okay, 1 divided by 2 returns 0. Because what it does is it takes what it would be, the value that it would have been as a double, and it just chops off that decimal. It just gives you that integer value. Now, that seems annoying at first. There are definitely situations where that's not what you want. But we're going to find out that's actually a pretty useful feature. But if you just want to do regular old division and you want int divided by int to give you double, you're going to have to cast either the numerator or the denominator as a double. Be careful. You don't want to cast the result as a double, because then it'll just give you the integer and stick 0.0 on it. You have to cast either the numerator or the denominator before the division happens. So if we do double 5 divided by 2, now it's going to do regular double division instead of integer division. Okay. So here's an example. Let me just go ahead and run it. So all of these return exactly what you would think until we do 1 divided by 2, which gives us 0. Okay. Something else you need to be careful about is whenever you want to do like a fraction, you need to make sure that everything in the numerator is in parentheses and everything in the denominator is in parentheses, so it knows to do numerator first, then denominator, then division. And if you want that double division, you need to put the double there. So if I was to take an average of 3 integers, this is what I'd want to see. You add your 3 values, you put them in parentheses, so it's not doing this division first, it's doing the addition first, then it's dividing by the count of those 3 as a double. So it's going to give you 86.3 rather than 86. So again, it's not a huge deal until you're dividing integers. That's when you really have to pay attention to whether you're dealing with ints or doubles.